Hi y'all, it is the Southern Belle from Hell here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a cool modern family home build. Now, the cool modern family home, I just picture a cool family living in here. Like, this is the family that like all the kids want to hang out at after school. So the first thing I do is put together this rounded pool. This took me quite a long time. It is extremely time consuming, but I wanted to do this because I've never done it before, and I watched a tutorial by Kate Emerald, and I tried to follow her as best as I could, and I think I did a good job for my first time. To me, the rounded pool look just looked perfect back here instead of the traditional square pool. But it does take some fiddling with, and it's not perfect, but I think for my first time, it's not too bad. I decided to cover up those outlying edges with the garden path stones, and I raised them up with tulle to kind of hide the imperfections. And this pool is completely functional, by the way. Your Sims will have no problem jumping in it and, doing their thing. So this house is inspired by a house in my neighborhood, and I live in South Mississippi on the coast, about 10 minutes from Louisiana, where I was born. And this house is just so cool to me. It looks different compared to the rest of the houses in my neighborhood. And it was for sale a couple of years ago, so I was still able to see like all the pictures on Zillow. So I tried to match the layout. It's kind of impossible to match the exact dimensions. For instance, this house in real life has a garage, and there just didn't seem to be enough room for a garage. And plus there's no functional vehicles. It's just decoration in The Sims 4. So I just did without that. It has extremely tall roofs all throughout the house. And I think that's so cool because most of the houses here are pretty low-lying. It's just very different. As soon as you pull into the neighborhood, that's one of the houses that sticks out. So I was trying to give it a modern vibe, but also a lived-in vibe. I have this kind of family scenario in mind. I picture the mom as being super neat. She likes her house orderly, but also they have kids, so it's lived in. There's going to be some areas where you see clutter and this sharp decor mixed with the kids' playthings. I picture them having like a little girl that's into everything. She is creative. She likes to have her toys. She's a little spoiled, and there's going to be toys scattered in different rooms. So these beams, just in case you're wondering why I'm doing it like this is from the debug menu, and I downloaded a room from the gallery that already has it in there, so I don't have to keep looking for it. But it's just a debug item. I could find it if I wanted to, but it's difficult. And the other beams just didn't seem to fit in with what I was trying to accomplish. It's the same beams that I used to line the pool. I just resize it and make it fit in more with the inside instead of, lining the pool itself. So back to the family. We have the little girl, but also she has an older sister, and I'm thinking of her as kind of a tech-savvy loner. She's happy with her life, but she's also very much dedicated to her gaming, and she wants to be a computer programmer when she grows up. And poor dad, he's in this house full of women, so he has his little knickknacks here and there, but God bless him. He is just kind of having to deal with a house full of women. I had some difficulty with the walls because the walls of the roof kept shining through the walls of the second story. So I had to play around with that. I eventually got it right, but I couldn't understand for the longest time, like, why are you showing and not the walls of the actual room? So I love doing the outside when it comes to these builds. Again, if you hear a cat, that's my cat. She's extremely spoiled and she wants to be in whatever room I'm in. And yeah, this happened in the last video too. It's like she knows when I start recording. Okay, so back to the outside. This is my favorite thing to do with these builds, putting all the greenery and the foliage. I pull out all sorts of different things from the debug menu and size them up, size them down. And I didn't want to have a huge variation of color. Again, I'm picturing this family that's busy. They focus more on spending time with each other rather than the plants outside, but mom is super neat. So we have greenery and a couple of flowers here and there, but mostly greenery, something you don't have to really take care of like crazy. The outside of the real house doesn't look nearly as manicured. It doesn't have that many flowers, so I got to just be creative here. I absolutely love the tree in the backyard, and I hung lights off of it just because it was so perfect. I never have done that before, and I just felt like it was just magical. Again, that was from the debug menu, and I just raised it up to where it looks like it's hanging off the branches. I put some garden path stones down just for the entry to the backyard. I had a difficult time trying to figure out what to do with the front. I knew I wanted a fence, but I didn't want it to look, cookie cutter, picket fence type. I just wanted it to look simple. So putting some outdoor furniture down, I wanted to keep it real cozy looking. And the pool area, I wanted it to look like they spent a lot of time out here. It's summer, they're out to have fun. The mom is, into her planning phase. She's not the best, but she's got some stuff, and dad is the grill master. I always forget to put lights up first because it looks so dark when I'm building. So I'm hurrying up and putting the lights I want before I really get into it. And since we're in Mississippi, we have ceiling fans in every room. It is hot down here. So I just put the ceiling fans on top of a small ceiling light. I wish that we had, or maybe we do and I just don't have a pack with that yet, a ceiling fan with a light. They're all without lights, at least the packs I have. I have 20 different packs, but I don't know. There's so many more I don't have. Okay, so the kitchen's pretty narrow because it is in real life. According to the Zillow pictures, it's a narrow kitchen. I usually don't go exactly like how Zillow shows different houses, but I wanted to stay true to this layout. So I tried it out, something different, and I do make the kitchen have a little bit more design to it. I want this to look like Mom absolutely owns this kitchen. This is her domain. She likes it neat. Everything that you want to eat is there. She keeps everything neat and organized for everybody. You know, she is a homemaker. I do picture her having a job, like an at-home job, and you'll see when I get to their room, kind of the setup. I picture her to be a little creative, but she works mostly on the computer. And you'll see when we get there. Absolutely love these little clutter items from the debug menu, and I get excited every time I get to use them because I feel like I gloss over so many, and when I finally spot them, I'm like, yes, I'm going to use that on this build. So even though this isn't a farmhouse, I do picture her kind of liking that vibe a little bit. When I say her, I mean the mom. I see her just like she likes it. She's not, you know, really a gardener. She likes to plant flowers sometimes, but she doesn't have the time to really take up with it. But she likes the style. She mixes that with, you know, the modern vibes of today's society, but nah, they're not cottagecore people. Which cottagecore is awesome, but I feel like I'm always building stuff from cottage living. And so this is my time to take a little break from that and build something that I drive past every day. I'm so sorry about my cat, guys. I know y'all can hear that. Hopefully y'all find it cute and not annoying. So I picture them to be pretty entertaining. You'll see when I set up the living room and the dining area. This foyer, though, I'm trying to make it look busy. Like she is trying her best to decorate, but this is where the husband and the kids, they come in from work and they kind of just set things there. She's got some decorations, but it's not exactly orderly. I picture this family having a dog for some reason. I mean, you can have anything, but I've got stuff for a dog there. I just see these people being golden retriever people. So I am cluttering up the living room. Again, I want it to look neat, but also lived in. You can tell they have a dog. You can tell that they have kids. And, you know, you definitely see that, and it adds personality to this living room. And this opens up into the dining area. And I picture this dining area to be one that, you know, when they have parties, when they have get-togethers, when it's a holiday, birthday, whatever, this is the house to go to, and this is where they entertain all of their guests. And of course, the little girl has to have a toy box downstairs. She is very well taken care of. I decided to add a little shelf right here next to the plants for some skills. Maybe the mom likes to do a little bit of crafting. So now we're moving into the dining area, and I try to dress it up a little bit, make it look a little bit more formal, because they don't usually eat their normal meals in here. This is more for holidays and entertaining, not necessarily for everyday use. but Dad likes to have a little drink now and again. Actually, the setup makes it look like him and Mom drink a lot more. So they've got a little bar area. Here's the formal dining table. I also picture Dad to be into his piano. I always have my Sims like at least one instrument. In my family, we have guitars, and I give almost every Sim I create, almost every family, a guitar. And I said, you know what, I'm going to be different. I'm going to make them more of a classical music type of family. Please like and subscribe. I would love to grow this channel a little bit more, meet more of you guys, and get some ideas from you. Any help is appreciated. I would love to know what I can improve more on. I'm learning so much doing this, and it's so much fun. All right, I've completely glossed over their bedroom. So it's a very large bedroom because Mom works out of here. She's got her computer set up, but also she has her art in here. This is her place to get some quiet time from the kids. And we've got a little divider so she feels a little bit more like in her own private little world. I wanted this room to be pretty bright because the rest of the house is beige and gray and white. And I wanted this to show that, you know, Mom is also creative. She's not just a Susie homemaker. She loves her some ColourPop. She loves her some free time. Here is the downstairs bathroom. I don't dress it up too much because the kids' bathroom is going to be a little bit more decked out. But this is, you know, what guests use when they come over. It's got all the bare essentials. Also add some clutter to show that it is Mom and Dad's bathroom. I add some makeup, add some men's cologne, some perfume. There's not a whole lot of clutter for male Sims. It's just mainly cologne. All right, moving on to the kids' bathroom. I pictured this color scheme to be a mixture of pink and blue because their oldest daughter, she likes blue. She's not a pink girl. So they tried to mix that in when they had this daughter, as well as you know, add some pink in there. And again, I picture the girl to be a teenager, so I've got some makeup. So here's the little girl's room, and I just had fun with this. I got as creative as I could. Again, they have a dog. That's what I'm picturing, and she loves her dog. So I kind of go with the dog theme. That dog is her best friend. So I'm adding some toys, some clutter. I wanted to dress it up and make it look like, you know, this child has everything she needs. She is spoiled. She's got so many toys in here, you can barely walk. And the house is so neat. I wanted to make her room look kind of disheveled because like I said, I picture a child that is creative and into everything. So I put some shelves up and I lined them with dolls and, you know, little toys. Add some floor clutter as well towards the end because I felt like it still looked too clean and too organized. I really love this lamp. I've always wanted to use it, and I usually don't have my Sims have big families and stuff, so I never really used that before. but I felt like this was perfect for a kid's bedroom, especially one that is creative and thinks that everything is cool. Put a little lunchbox in there, a little playhouse, another toy box. So now we're moving on to the teenagers' room, and I had so much fun with this because I was a teenager, and like this teenager, I was into computers, but we did not have access to so much stuff like this kid does. She has everything for her to do whatever she wants technologically. So I am building her little workspace area with enough shelves. I give her the best computer that is not under the gameplay unlocks because she's a teenager. She hasn't got a chance to unlock everything yet. And I just put little debug parts. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I added remotes to all the rooms with TVs in them. I put her little TV in there. I love that TV. It is so cool to me. So as I'm finding clutter, I'm just also adding to different rooms that I'm like, oh, this would look good in the living room. This would look good in the laundry area. Okay, so I'm adding so many little things. She's more neat than the little girl, but you know, she's still a teenager. She's gonna have stuff here, there, and yonder, mostly yonder. And I'm moving some things around. The backpack, I really wanted it on her nightstand, but there just wasn't enough room and it didn't look right. So I just put it in the corner of her dresser, put up some lights, and she's got posters everywhere. She's a gamer. She may like some rock music. She's more into a darker aesthetic than her little sister. I absolutely love the tapestries. I have a ton of tapestries in my house, so it's so neat to have that. And so many different choices too. So many of my builds, I use the tapestries as even a curtain sometimes, because it's just fun. Now this is a little strange. I have the laundry room upstairs. To some of you this may not be strange, but I've never seen a house with laundry room upstairs. Oh, so what I did here is I got these cleaning items from the debug menu and I rotated it using the tool mod and tried to make it look like it's leaning up against the wall. So yeah, there's a laundry room area upstairs in the real house, and I said, you know what, I don't really have much room on the first story, so let's do it like the real house. I don't know how they got the washer and dryer up them stairs. So I also made this area kind of Dad's only area. God bless him. He has his woodworking station. He's got his tools. He's got his old jersey. I'm so sorry about my cat. But I know, like, if I come back and record later, she's just going to be right back there. So I figured the landing outside of the second story rooms looked a little bland, so I dressed it up a little bit with a console table and some knickknacks. And I found, well, I've always seen it, but I've never had an opportunity to use it. And it is this shelf with plants on them that's geometric. And I felt like this was just perfect to fill that area above the doors. There it is. Okay, so time for the screenshots. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave me a comment below. Have a good one.